Inside of ancient Rome, there were many different execution methods deployed by the Romans for some of the most serious crimes. Inside of arenas, they even put people to death by getting them to fight lions and other animals, which was in itself a death sentence, as people took on dangerous beasts and creatures with no protection at all and sometimes no weapon. There was a hierarchy of crime in Rome that people could commit, and one of the most serious offences that a Roman could get involved in was parricide or patricide, the deliberate murder and killing of one's father or mother, a husband or wife, child or close relative. It is the murder simply of a family member and a close one, and the Romans in particular dealt with this in equally brutal ways. But why was this so heinous? To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. Parricide was the slaughter and killing of one's family members, but there was also patricide in Rome, which was someone killing their father. This was seen as the most serious offence, as it upset the hierarchy of society. In the Roman Republic, this was seen as one of the only crimes that led to a civilian receiving the death penalty, and it was considered one of the worst sins. It was said of Roman opinion on this that, by the lex Pomea on parricides, it is laid down that if anyone kills his father, his mother, his grandfather, his grandmother, his brother, his sister, first cousin on his father's side, first cousin on his mother's side, paternal or maternal uncle, paternal or maternal aunt, first cousin by mother's sister, wife, husband, father-in-law, son-in-law, mother-in-law, stepfather, stepson, stepdaughter, patron or patroness, or with malicious intent brings this about, shall be liable to the same penalty as that of lex Cornelia on murderers. And a mother who kills her son or daughter suffers the penalty of the same statute, as does a grandfather who kills a grandson, and in addition a person who buys poison to give to his father, even though he is unable to administer it. To deal with the crime of parricide, the punishment to match it was equally horrifying. Poena culi, as it was known, or penalty of the sack, was used to put the criminal to death. This involved the condemned being sewn up in a leather sack with a number of live animals, including a snake, a dog, a monkey and a chicken, and they were then thrown in the water. The punishment was used by Emperor Hadrian, and he utilised someone being thrown to the beasts in the arena for their crimes too. The execution method was ritualistic, and it has been stated of it that the person was first whipped or beaten with blood-coloured rods, and his head was covered in a bag made of wolf's hide. On his feet were placed clogs or wooden shoes, and he then was put in the poena culi, a sack made of ox leather. Placed along with him into the sack was also an assortment of live animals, arguably the most famous combination being that of a serpent, a cock, a monkey, and a dog. The sack was put on the cart, and the cart driven by black oxen to a running stream or the sea. Then the sack with its inhabitants was thrown into the water. As the sack was thrown into the water, the animals inside would panic and would bite and maul, often ripping someone to pieces and causing a horrifically painful death and execution. The Pompeian Act on Parricide claimed that anyone who dares openly or secretly to hasten the end of an ascendant or son or any relative with the term parricide, and anyone who intentionally procures such a death, and any co-conspirator, even if outside the family, shall suffer the punishment for parricide. He is not to be put to the sword, nor the fire, nor to any custom-hallowed death, but is sewn into a sack with a dog, a cock, a snake, and a monkey, and sealed in with those bestial intimates, he is thrown, as the nature of the place allows, into a nearby sea or river. In this way, whilst he still lives, he loses the use of every element. The sky is taken from him before he dies, and the earth is denied him when he is dead. On the other hand, if anyone kills a relation by blood or marriage outside the parricide degrees, he is dealt with under the Cornelian Act of Assassins. Inside of Roman society, murdering a family member was seen as one of the worst crimes, and they had different specific words for the murder of different family members. For this they dealt with it brutally, using poena culi, and this was a shocking execution method, which would also be performed in public to send a clear message to keep the people of Rome in line. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.